Sup everybody, Matt Garska here. I've kind of been off grid for a little bit because I moved to Nashville, but I'm kind of settled in now. And this is my new music room, and I got my drums set up downstairs. So I'm no longer a slave to LA. I no longer have to drive 30 or 40 minutes to get to my practice spot. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. What I'm doing today is kind of going over, I guess, some patterns that you guys are going to see in the new material that is yet to come out. The 5 or so other songs, 5 or 6 other songs. So there's a kind of like common thread in a bunch of stuff I've been doing on this new album, and I thought it'd be cool to show you guys some of those patterns that you've probably heard on some of the songs already, and those same type of motifs. So one of those things happens to be like descending and ascending lines on the toms. And instead of going like, 2 hands each tom and going around the kit like that, I've been going 1 hand each tom. So it's like a faster line. It's basically, it either descends or ascends faster. And it's all over this new album. It's on The Problem of Other Minds. So check it out here. You can kind of see these 16th notes: snare, tom 1, tom 2, tom 3, and then tom 4, kick, and then all the way back up. So it's kind of tricky getting down the toms. So number 6 is kind of the same thing, descending. And I've got like a bunch of different combinations, basically ways to fit this. Like this is a 9-note pattern, in triplets. So it's like 3 groups of 3. So there's like all these, I came up with 7s, 6, 5s, and 9s. So I had a lot of fun with that. And then number 7, you can see what I started to do is put kicks in between all these, and not just one kick, but both kicks, so it can be that much faster. You know what I'm saying? What else do we got? Another thing that you guys have yet to hear, it's on a song you've yet to hear, is this 12-note pattern that is basically 4 hands, 4 feet, and then I'm intersplicing what I call true singles, like right hand, right foot, left hand, left foot. And a lot of you guys know that lick, Dave Weckl, Vinny Caliuta, bunch of fusion guys do the hell out of that lick, but I'm gonna tell you what they don't do. They don't intersplice it like back to back. And I was like, that would be fucked up if I could learn to do this. So I did that, and I've been coming up with combinations ever since. I probably came up with that like 10 years ago. Longer actually, because I was at Berkeley. So at this point, I just I'm using the same concepts. I'm just coming up with different ways to apply them. So I kind of want to show you something that I do with notation where it matters to me. It's it may not matter to some people that, sextuplets are the same rate as, 16th note triplets. But for me, what matters in the way that you notate it is kind of how it's being viewed. So check out this pattern that we have here. This is a 6-note pattern. And usually when I'm looking at 16th note triplets, I want to see that this pattern is kind of conforming to those triplets. And right now, I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing more like 2 snares, you know, 3 kicks from the, from here to here, and I'm kind of seeing this. So like, to me, this would be better viewed as sextuplets. Sextuplets to me are more like 3 groups of 2. So whereas 16th note trips are more like where you kind of have a 8th note pulse that you can still feel throughout that. So yeah, this is a lick where basically, if you were to look at the 3 pieces, the main, there's like an underlying 8th note triplet feel. I think this is kind of new, where like instead of just being like, hey, get the album transcription, I'm being like, hey, I've got supplementation for you guys to learn some of this stuff. And personally, I haven't heard of anybody doing that yet, but drop in the comments below. Let me know if another cat is doing that. I'm always curious. Anyways, this is going to be something that you're going to need to know here. Quintuplets. Now, I'm pretty strict. Like, either something is viewed as groups of 5 or quintuplets. They're not synonymous to me. They're not analogous. They're not the same thing. Groups of 5 can be played in any subdivision. It can be played in 16th notes. It can be played in triplets. Or it can be played, in septuplets, nontuplets, whatever. It can even be played in quintuplets. It could be groups of 5 in quintuplets, and it's kind of in its native subdivision. But this here is groups of 5 in quintuplets. The important part is that you're hearing it as quintuplets. Quintuplets to me are 5 notes per pulse. So either that pulse is a quarter note or that pulse is an 8th note. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should be able to be like, you should be able to switch those subdivisions, still feeling the same 4 quarter note pulse. So anyways, next one is kind of like, and you can see there's like an 8th note stack that I have going, and underneath that is like an 8th note triplet. And this is in a tune called Thoughts and Prayers. And yeah, it's basically, these 2 feels lined up over each other where it's kind of jarring, it's kind of hard to hear. So I thought that'd be useful for you guys to, practice a little bit before you get these transcriptions. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hit up my website if you want to, get these transcriptions. There's 3 transcriptions available already because we released 3 singles. And drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Peace.